that greenish blue. There you go. Alright, so this game is, how do you describe it? How do you describe it? I'll describe it, one, as a difficult game to control. It's... I don't know. It's chess, basically? So it's like... First off, where's the music? There is audio to the game. Do I have it turned off? I don't want graph other settings. Here we go. Oh, yes. This is what I'm looking for. I actually really like some of the songs in this game. Let's go with 25. Seems good enough for me. Dude, what is this UI I am looking at? Why is there a keyboard on the audio options? I'll say it's very clear that this is a game made by a programmer, and especially a programmer interested in geometry and just like raw mathematics. But it's also a very, very interesting game, and like a very cool way of exploring hyperbolic geometry. So to get the basic principle out of the way and try and explain what the game is, it's basically chess, except it's like a mix of chess in a roguelike and also hyperbolic geometry. It's you know, people always make the meme about 4D and 5D chess. This is hyperbolic 2D chess. It's not really a traditional roguelike because there's no like real equipment or anything. You can get powers and stuff. And speaking of which, I forget. There is some way of finding out what am I looking at? Unlocked by Ice Diamond and Icy Land, next level at 11 to 27. The UI is not spectacular. There's a hotkey for like looking at your... No, this is... Oh no, this is what I want. This is not what I want. World overview? This is what I want. There's a hotkey for this, but I forget what the hotkey is. So, like, technically I've beaten this area? No, okay. So there's various different areas you can go to, and you beat the area by getting 10 of its treasures, but I think you get, like, you unlock the orb that's in the area. Like, every area has an orb. It's, like, native to its area. It's like a special power-up, and if you get 20, then that power-up can start appearing in other areas. So, what the fuck is this game? It's not really a roguelike because you don't really get equipment, like, you don't upgrade your character or anything. You don't find items or potions or whatever. It's not really chess because enemies are infinitely respawning. It's just it's a strange, very peculiar, unique game. But the key principle of the game is it takes place in hyperbolic geometry. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you? It means a few things. Certain aspects are completely different to any other game you've ever played. Like, it is very hard to move far away. Which is a weird thing to say, but, like, it is actually pretty difficult. Do I want to enter this? I kind of do, but there's a lot of enemies here. It is both very hard to move far away from your starting position, and also very difficult to ever get back to a place you've been before. For people who have literally no idea, like, anything about hyperbolic geometry, which, like, I'm not a great fucking source of information. Like, there's not that much that I can really say on hyperbolic geometry, but I have played the game a decent amount, and there are some interesting quirks about it that become very apparent. Like, just to explain what the hyperbolic geometry is, currently, I know it looks like I'm on a circle, but it's just graphical. Currently, I am standing on a heptagon, and the tiles adjacent to me are hexagons, and as you can see around me, there is a heptagonal placement of other heptagons that each have hexagons around them. And if you take a piece of paper, and you have really good handwriting skill and can draw perfect shapes, I mean, you could use a ruler if you want, but if you try and draw this orientation of shapes, a heptagon surrounded by hexagons, surrounded by heptagons, you're gonna run out of space on the paper. And not every area in this game uses the same tiling, either. This area, and a lot of areas, use the tiling of heptagons surrounded by hexagons with heptagons. But there are different types of hyperbolic tilings that are used in the game. So what is so interesting about this game? It takes full advantage of its hyperbolic geometry, which I think is super cool. Every single area in the game is not made without purpose. Every single area takes advantage of some quirk of hyperbolic geometry. So you see these plants everywhere. These plants, you see like they're alternating. The yellow means that they are about to grow from that plant tendril. And they grow on every turn. So they're going to keep growing and growing and growing. And you would think, isn't that a problem? Aren't you going to run out of space? I mean, there's plants all around you. But no, because of the way hyperbolic geometry works, there is more space. Like, literally, there is more space than there is in Euclidean geometry. Which, I don't know, might not make sense if you haven't really thought about the concept that well. But, like, the world expands hyperbolically. So, an interesting way of visualizing that is right here. This, what looks like a curved line, this is actually a straight line. It is a straight line that's going out infinitely in both directions. It's a real line. And I can follow this line, and eventually, if I keep following this line, I'm going to find another straight line, because that's how the areas are divided in this game. The areas are divided by straight lines. I actually don't know what the hunting ground is. Can I find more information on hunting ground? Right-click for help. The happy hunting ground is the place where hunting is easy. The spirits of hunters go here after... Oh, no, actually, I remember the hunting ground. Yeah, this is an area where, you'll see dogs protecting the treasure, and you have to find out what orientation you need to pick up the treasure to actually, win. Like, it shows you the threats ahead of time, and in some situation, like, when you go, yeah, the more treasures you pick up, the more dogs spawn, and it gets harder and harder. But anyways, back to my original point of straight lines and visualizing hyperbolic geometry. It would be helpful... Okay, here we go. Here's a good example. Now, this might not seem obvious to you. All of these lines are parallel to each other, which you're going to say, no, you're fucking stupid and wrong. But, I'm pretty sure, like, doesn't it say it in the description? No, I don't think it talks about the geometry in the description. But, yeah, crossroads? Crossroads are a series of parallel lines, and you're gonna say, Will, you're fucking stupid. These lines are getting farther apart from each other, and you're not wrong, but that's just what parallel lines do in hyperbolic space, because, more space is created in between the parallel lines. So you can have infinitely many, I mean, even in Euclidean space, you can have infinitely many parallel lines in between other parallel lines, but More so! You can have a greater infinity of parallel lines in hyperbolic space. Which I know, I mean, yes, the Euclidean plane is infinite, but the hyperbolic plane, and it might sound weird, but it is true, the hyperbolic plane is a bigger infinity. So, like, how does this area take advantage of hyperbolic geometry? This one is pretty cool. I'm gonna try and talk less about the raw geometry of it, because honestly, I am not a mathematician, and would probably, overstep my boundaries and say some stupid shit. But you see that, like, I am destroying every single tile beneath my own feet. As is every enemy in the game. And in Euclidean space, you would very, very quickly run out of directions to go. But just because there is more space in hyperbolic geometry, you can very easily just keep running and running and running, and never find the place that you were previously. But it's, like, very easy. There is some visualization, and there's, like, a lot of visualization tools in this game. I don't know how to access them all, because, like, the UI, like I said, is not beautiful. It's kind of hard to access all of the menus. But I have at least seen a visualization that demonstrates, like, someone's path through a run in the hyperbolic space. And, like, it's always so interesting, because you'll feel like you've moved so far away from your starting position. But then you'll look at, like, the map at the end that shows how far you've been, and, like, you might only be, like, 40 tiles away from your starting position. But navigating through those 40 tiles to get to your starting position is nearly impossible. There's just so much space. It is very difficult to move in a straight line in hyperbolic space. And I mean, like, yes, because it's on a tile grid, you can do some math and figure out what is a straight line. But it's not the easiest thing to just visualize. Like, currently, right now, I'm trying my hardest to go in a straight line, and maybe I'm doing a good job, but I'm probably not doing a good job. There is literally an area specifically designed around that concept. It is the... I think it's just called the Round Table of Camelot or something. But basically, it's a big-ass circle. And, you know, circles in Euclidean space have a very tightly defined... this was a bad idea, but I got through. Circles in Euclidean space have a very tightly tied correlation between their circumference and their area. It is locked by pi, right? But, it's very different in hyperbolic geometry. I don't know the exact math to find out the area of a circle in hyperbolic geometry, but, like, if you have a circle of, well, let's do the real math. Let's say you have a circle of radius fucking, I don't know, 10 radius, so that's 20 diameter. Where's my... I think I have to go into my actual calculator app to get pi. 10 squared times pi. Oh, that's easy. It's like 314 would be the area in units, because I didn't define my units, but let's just say that, like, in hyperbolic geometry, because I'm not 100% on the math, it would be a lot bigger. I can safely say it would be a much, much bigger area than you would expect for the same radius. Like, while you might have hundreds of area compared to radius in Euclidean space, it would be in, like, the thousands in hyperbolic space. Please don't die. Yeah, I'm dead. Which orb to use? I didn't even know I had orbs. Where did I get these? I didn't pick these up. This is different. They have updated the game since I last played this. But, interesting. Like, so I actually have these? Number of uses left? I'm confused. Did I select the right version? I don't fucking know, dude. I might have accidentally picked the wrong game mode, but it honestly does not matter at all. Like, the only difference between this game mode and the other game mode is I guess I'm building up orbs in my inventory, as opposed to, the other way, which is just finding orbs in the wild. This area honestly doesn't have the strongest, hyperbolic demonstration. This area is basically themed around, sound, I think. Like, these guys hear you, and when you activate these thumpers, they run towards that, as opposed to you, because the thumpers are a louder noise, but it's honestly, this is one of the first areas added to the game, so I am not surprised to see that, the hyperbolic demonstration is a little bit light. Again, this is also just kind of a weird area. Like, it is interesting to play, but it's not super designed around hyperbolic geometry so much as it is just, like, an interesting area. You could probably make an excuse as to why this is an interesting display of hyperbolic geometry, but I think that these concepts could be done in Euclidean space also. But basically, the area is a mixture of, like purplish blue lines and reddish pink lines, and you can switch what you're standing on by killing an enemy at the edge of the space. But it's very interesting. Like, there are certain, like, puzzling mechanics that you just straight up would not be able to solve in Euclidean space. Like, you would just run out of space and be in an unwinnable situation a lot easier. Like, it's a game that is... Oh, he's connected to me, huh? It is a game that is both made easier by the fact that it takes place in... No, okay. I was gonna say, I might have fucked myself here. It's made easier by the fact that it's in hyperbolic space, but also kind of harder in a way, just because it's, like, unfamiliar territory. Like, there aren't many games that you play in hyperbolic space, so certain puzzles are, like, a completely different way of thinking. Okay. Sometimes I have to pay extra close attention to the tiles, because, like, obviously with this projection method, I forget what the name of this projection is called, but it does have a name. It makes the tiles smaller as they get farther away, and that is not because the tiles are actually getting smaller. It's just because that is the most efficient way, or, like, one of the most efficient ways of actually displaying like, information so that it's visible to you. Because, like, obviously, like I said, if this was on a normal Euclidean plane, it would be impossible. So it kind of has to bend. And the way it bends is by making everything farther away smaller so that it can fit. But it's not because those tiles are actually getting smaller, it's just so that it can actually fit on my screen, you know? In the same way that, I mean, there are, like, people making 4D games currently. There's, like, a few different developers making 4D games. In the same way that they can't really display that 4D information on a 2D monitor, they just have to kind of work with it and display 3D information, but allow you to move between 4 dimensions. This is actually letting you visualize hyperbolic space, because it's not that it can't be displayed, it's just that it can't be displayed as it actually is. which is fine. Man, he's gonna eat those. He's gonna eat those too. I'm gonna drag these. Oh, I'm dead as fuck, dude. Let me run away real quick. When in doubt, always run away. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, this is bad. I would like to use an Orb of Safety, please. Yeah, let's use one of those. Orb of Safety is just a teleport. And makes you invincible for a few turns. I'm pretty sure I selected the Orb Adventure mode, or whatever the fuck it's called. The game gets harder per area, depending on how many treasures you've collected. So, because I'm at 20 treasures in this area currently, it's going to spawn more and more enemies. And I don't even know, like, I guess I'm playing this game as if I was on the other game mode. I kind of want to switch. Can I just... Like, I've done a good demonstration of a few of the areas, and I don't really just want to throw away my run, but also... Like, didn't I click HyperRogue Classic? Am I crazy? Oops, that's not what I want. What is the... Oh, that's the button. Like, either they changed the game, or I'm selecting something wrong. Go back to the start menu. Like, I'm gonna use the keyboard here. Good. Okay. I should be in the right game mode now. Because the game mode that I'm used to does not have an inventory or anything. So if I go to options, yes, there is no inventory button. Even though I clicked on it, like, the UI is weird. I did click on classic mode when I started that last run, but, who knows, man? Who knows? The UI is a little finicky. Which is fine. Like, I'm sure it's just because I'm using it incorrectly, but it's not exactly the most intuitive. This area, by the way, since I didn't really talk about what its gimmick is, it's very similar to the sound area, except this is heat. Obviously, the more I stand in an area, the hotter it gets, and it spreads that heat across the tile, so if I stand next to these ice blocks long enough, they melt. And these dog enemies do not track me, but they track heat. So that's why you'll find campfires littered around in areas. You see, like, that guy did not track me very efficiently, because he wasn't tracking me, he was tracking the hottest heat source. And I can stand there a little bit to make that area hotter, and the dog wouldn't have even cared about me. He would have cared about the heat. So there you go. They stood on that hot tile for a bit, because they were like, that's the hottest place to be. Just trying to find some warmth in this world. But, yeah, it's an interesting game. Especially, like, balance-wise. Like, the game... I don't know, it's weird to talk about, like, difficulty balance in a game like this, because it is just, like... It's just a completely unique thing that you can't really compare to other games. The game does not necessarily get harder the farther in you get. It gets harder per area every treasure you pick up, like I said. But when you leave an area and go back to an area with 0 treasures, it goes back to being pretty easy again. I don't feel safe. Get thumped, son. But, yeah, that is one of the funny things about the game. Is because it is, hyperbolic, you can just run away and be mostly fine in pretty much every situation. So this is how orbs are normally spawned in. This is what I'm used to. I am used to them being power-ups, and you just pick them up in the world. And when you get 20 orbs, that power-up shows up in, like, the rest of the world also. Is there a way I can see that? It says native to the desert, collect 10 spice. I've already done that, is the thing. Like, am I going crazy? I have 20. Dude, I don't know. Like, if I click on the thing, collect 10, I don't know. I remember there used to be a way of, like, seeing how likely it was to find in the world, based on how many treasures you have for its native area. Because I know that the more treasures past 20 that you pick up, I think it becomes more and more common that you'll find it in other areas. But 20 is just where I usually stop. This is one of the most useful treasures. The treasure you get for this area is the... the orb that you get for this area is the Orb of Safety, which is the one that just teleports you away and saves you. That is by far the most useful one, because there will be situations. And also, there's certain areas, like, not every orb is completely unique. Like, there are multiple areas in the game that share the orb that they give you. Kind of by necessity, because there are certain areas that are nearly impossible to get out of. No, there are actually some areas that are just straight up impossible to get out of once you enter them. There is a thing known as a horocycle, I believe. Horocycle. And that's an interesting thing. It's a special geometrical thing that only exists in hyperbolic geometry. I know I'm making it sound very interesting. A geometric thing. But, oops, no. I don't know how to use the UI. I used to be better at it, but I've lost that ability. I suck at this area, for the record. This is, okay, first I'm gonna talk about horocycles, I guess. Horocycles are basically, like, if you have it's... God, I'm not a geometrist. I'm not gonna do a good job of explaining this. In my stupidity, I will say... What? It's gonna... Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna connect the line. That makes sense. I would be killed by the electric discharge? Okay, I needed to wait a turn. I see. This area is basically battery area. There's negative and positive charge. Or, sorry, positive and ground. is the actual thing. But basically, you want to kill these, like, purple guys? And the only way you can do that, oops, is by making them get killed by electricity. So you collect the positive charge to the ground and zap them. I'm not very good at this area. I'm not the best, but yeah, you can't kill these guys directly. No matter how many times you hit them, you just stun them forever. That's it. They can be perma-stunned, but you're not going to get any actual benefit from them. The dead trolls that you create do not... Oh, look at that, freebies. The dead trolls... Oh, he's gonna... I don't want to kill him there. There you go. Well, that's a much worse situation than it used to be. Dead trolls do not affect charge whatsoever. They just act as a conduit, basically. It's just a wire. And I've gotten twist and turned and don't remember where that treasure was. It's so easy to get twist and turned in this game. You will very easily lose your footing. I'm getting treasures, though. Completely on accident, but there you go. That's nothing, actually, because these weren't the ones that have treasures on them. I think the trolls also have treasure in them if you kill the blocks. Oh. What? How would I die to discharge? Oh, because, yeah, if I killed him, I would complete the circuit. Yeah, okay, same for that. I'm stupid. But that's gonna make, yeah, a big boom. Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm just... Fuck that. I'm not getting that. I think you only get a treasure out of the trolls if they're alive when they get discharged, though. Like, this is a really difficult area to read for me. Like, it's very hard for me to tell what is going to make lightning. Like, I get it. If you're next to charged and you connect it to ground, you die. But it just happens on accident. And that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I'm collecting treasures, so I can't complain. I don't feel very safe here, though. And I don't really necessarily want to... Oh, Minesweeper, dude! Let's go! I forgot this game had a Minesweeper area. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so this is Minesweeper. You might be familiar with the concept. This is Hyperbolic Minesweeper, though, which makes it infinitely better than... I just walked into a mine. God damn it. I'll come back, Minesweeper. I'll come back for you. Hyperbolic Minesweeper is much better than regular Minesweeper, because due to the fact that there is just more space, it is pretty much impossible that you'll ever be in a situation where you can't move forward. So, that's fun. It's a fun area. I like the Minesweeper area. I kind of forget how it worked. Like, it's been a while since I played this game. I would say maybe like 1.5 to 2 years since I played. I played it a decent amount. But, a lot of that knowledge has left me. Yeah, let's go to this area. Ooh, let's not go to this area. Let's kill these guys and then go to this area. And then actually not go to this area because it's getting blocked in. Let's go to this area from a different perspective. Just skirt along that wall and we're good. We're in there. But, fun game. Fun game. And like I said, I never finished that thought earlier. The game does not necessarily get harder the deeper into the game you get. It just gets more complex. So, you're not going to have more enemies necessarily in any given area, but you might have harder enemies to understand. Like, it's more and more complicated. Like, that desert area that I was in, there is literally a sequel to it. It is actually called Desert 2. And in Desert 2, the gimmick is those sandworms are the things that give you the treasure. Like, you will not find... Oh, sorry. No. Well, yes, but no. Yes, but no. The way Desert 2 works... Sorry, I'm misremembering. I mixed two different areas together. Desert 2 is like the desert, except there are different height variations. Like, you can look at tiles, and there'll be, like, this tile is height 2. This tile is height 5. I think it goes up to 5. And, all of the tiles, like, you can't climb up a tile that is more than one higher than you. You have to make a staircase. And, you can't make a staircase unless you kill one of those big worms. The only way of killing one of those big worms is by trapping them into a position where they can't move next turn. It's an easier area to explain if I was there. Also, I've never been in this area before. Apparently, they did update the game this year, adding 3 new areas. Nope, how do I... No, I want to know about the wetland, please. I want to know about the wetland. Some people have definitely drowned in this treacherous area. Better be careful. Okay. So, there's shallow water and there's deep water. Collect a water lily. First time I've done that. There you go. Who are you? Malicious water being, when you kill her, she changes the tile you are standing on from shallow water. Oh, to shallow water or from shallow water to deep water. And then I would die unless I move back onto shallow water. There's an area similar to this that was already in the game. Who are you? It's just a regular enemy, except it can move through deep water, and I can't. Makes sense. Can't go anywhere over there. Can I can't dip into deep water unless I'm forced to. by that enemy. Okay. I understand. So wait. Can this guy come onto the wetland tiles, though, or just shallow water and deep water? I would imagine just shallow and deep. That's what my guess is. I guess I can test it here. Yeah, he can't walk over the wetland tiles. But yeah, that's this game. Cool game. This will probably be the last run I do before I end stream, honestly. But I might play this again in the future. It's got interesting aspects to it. Like Horo Cycles, which I never finished my explanation of. I'm gonna do such a horrible explanation if I try. Oh, this is bad. Horo Cycles, oh, can they also not walk on... They also can't walk on the wetland tiles, I see. I see. Oh, I've trapped myself, I see. Oh, I think I'm dead. Is there any way of getting myself out of this? And this is the best tile to move to? Oh, no, they can't walk on the wetlands tiles. I'm so stupid. I thought I was so dead there. I don't want to go that direction. I saw the amount of fish and was like, that seems like a bad idea. I'll pass on that one. This is fine so far. I kind of want to leave this area, though. Because I'm not familiar with it, and it's kind of scaring me. I should probably stop picking up treasures. But I see glowing good thing, and I touch. What can I say? So you can't get to me unless I let you from this area. Which is nice, because... Okay, well, you're gonna ruin it for me. I think that was the best way of handling that, though. I don't want any more. What is that? Okay, so that orb lets me swim. But do I need to? I'm looking off in the distance here. It's kind of hard to tell on the edge. I don't think I can get there. The problem is, if I move away from that area, I'm not going to be able to find it again. And now I don't even know where the Orb of Fish is. It's somewhere over here, but who fucking knows where. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a lost cause. Don't ever try and find someplace that you've seen before, because, like, I didn't even see that area, but that's here, I guess. What do I want to do? I move forward. Yes, I can do this. Okay. I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna do one more, just because I died to an area I had never seen before. I don't trust the wetlands. The wetlands seem really difficult to get out of, because you just have to hope that there's a tile, or a path that connects out of it. I want to go inside here. I'm gonna leave ice area immediately and enter cave area, because this has one of the more fun orbs to play with. This gives you the orb of, like, friendship or something. I forget what it's called. But it gives you, like, a companion who will fight with you. Again, this is a pretty interesting area. Although this area can, like, soft lock you pretty easily if you're not careful. Basically, there's walls that move around, and whenever you kill something close to a wall, it starts growing tiles. Whenever you kill one of those trolls, it starts growing tiles. Only these rock trolls. But yeah, you see that the walls will grow around it. And if I was close to this wall, it would have connected and sealed off that path. There's also ghosts that you can find inside the wall. Well, there you go, that path is sealed off. There you go. There's ghosts that can live inside of the walls. And they're just basically monsters that are only on the sides of walls. So if you get backed into a corner or walls start forming around you, you'll eventually die. So I said soft lock. It's not technically a soft lock because, yes, eventually ghosts will come and claim your soul. I almost got trapped in there. If I didn't move forward there, the walls would have formed around me. So it's always more common to find the orb you're looking for in the area it's native to, but I don't care. I'm just gonna leave. I've unlocked it. You'll also very often find orbs in crossroads, which are just like areas specifically designed to take you to other areas. Like a crossroad isn't an area in and of itself. Enemies don't spawn in there. They just walk in from other areas, basically. And you'll find a shit ton of orbs that you've unlocked lying in the crossroads. So that's where you get beefed up. And I'm dead. Let's go again. But you see how it's more like chess. Like, there aren't any abilities or anything. Well, I guess there are the orbs. It's more so just a case of, like, if you get trapped into a position where you can't move without dying, you lose. That's it. Just don't get checkmated. One of the worst things you can do. I've decided. But controlling the game, like, you basically have to control the game in the mouse, or with the mouse. Fucking can't speak English. Not that that's news. Because, you're constantly alternating what shape you're standing on. There is, like, you can play it with arrow key, and it's just a little awkward and janky. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Well, this is fucked. Yeah, get trapped, buddy. But, like, you can very quickly, like, just by being in this area, you can very easily visualize, like, how much space there is in this world. Like, I haven't really... Oh, no. I haven't really gone anywhere, but so many paths were available. And they just kept opening up and opening up and opening up. There's just always more paths. I'm gonna finish ice area before I go somewhere else this time. For no real reason, other than, just let me do something. Let me feel like I've done some amount of progression. There is a way of beating the game. There's actually numerous ways of beating the game. There are, like, multiple objectives, I guess. Like, if you open up... What is it? Not the quest, or... There you go. Collect $30 to access more worlds. Defeat 100 enemies to access the graveyard. Like, your main goal is, rescuing someone, I think. And, like, you can just win the game after doing that. But I've never done that. I just experiment with all the different areas. Like, that's all I do in this game is... I don't really care about winning. I just care about completing areas, because when you complete an area, it unlocks more areas. Like, I think there's a way to show that on this menu. Did it say that? No. Like, if I go to Hall of Mirrors, what does it say? Treasure required 30. If I go to Minefield, treasure required 30. So a lot of areas just unlock for getting 30 of any treasure. But some areas... Yeah, treasure required 30, and treasure required 10 phoenix feathers, because the zebra area is like, it's basically like, whatever that falling area is too. What is it? Land of Eternal Motion. Zebra is basically Land of Eternal Motion 2. It's very similar. Like, you do have, an infinite amount of falling tiles and enemies that will chase you on said falling tiles. But also it alternates between falling tiles and safe tiles that you can stand on. So the enemies are actually a problem. Because the enemies on Land of Eternal Motion don't really kill you unless you get trapped. Like, you can very easily just, like Tron them, you know? Like, make a line that they can't pass. A very Tronable area. But the enemies in Zebra are actually just a straight-up issue. This area is... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this area. This is a weird one. And, like, it does get to the point where after you just kill one enemy, they run away, because the game realizes that, like... Yeah, like, they realize that they're not going to be able to kill you. It's basically, the way this area works. I've done it. I've succeeded at your puzzle. What do you unlock for doing this area? Orb of Ferocity? Whenever you attack with this orb, you also hit the monsters adjacent and opposite to the monster you originally attacked. Sure. I guess that could be useful. But this area is like, it's really an area designed around teaching you to run away. Also, I think I fucked myself. No, I'm still okay. But yeah, if you run away, you will never run into any problems. I don't know the path I need to take. Okay, I picked correctly. I'm not the best at running away. Oh, shit. I'm gonna die, dude. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. God damn it. I didn't know the enemies were gonna spawn when I picked up the orb, so I immediately started running back to the treasure, because I was like, I want to take advantage of this orb while it's still active. Because all orbs that give you an effect are limited time. I only had 20 turns of it, so I wanted to take advantage of it, but little did I know that I was going to spawn enemies. Oh well, that was a stupid way of going, but it happens. It happens. I want, like, one decent run. Not as... it's weird to describe a decent run in this game, because it's not like you get powerful. I just want to see some of the cooler areas. Maybe I'll finally get to the point where I feel confident enough to describe what a horocycle is. I mean, you could just fucking Google horocycle, and Google will do a much better job of explaining it than I ever would. To put it lightly, basically, it's just, it's very close to being two, like, ultra-parallel lines. Like, these, all of these in the crossroad are called, like, ultra-parallel, I think. Because, I don't know why they're called ultra-parallel. Don't make me describe things I don't know that much about. I'm trying my hardest. Like, I know enough about the geometry to explain how it works, but not how certain things in it work. A horocycle is basically very close to being two parallel lines and very close to being a circle, is my best understanding of it. Or I don't think it's two parallel lines. I think it's like, I don't fucking know, dude. Don't, like, actually just Google it. Because, like, I'm at a fucking loss here. It's basically an infinite circle, though, okay? It's that. Are you happy? It's, oh, shit. And I'm dead, because I forgot that the water... Cool. I forgot that the water in that area kills you. It's just straight up... I thought that that was shallow water, and I could stand there. So don't I look like a fool. This is what you get when you make me describe horocycles. It's not pretty. It's, I haven't gotten a definition that's made enough sense to me that I feel like I could describe it to other people. It has not been taught to me in the best way. So how can I be expected to teach? But, you know, I feel like just calling it an infinite circle gets the point across fairly well. It's, there is a center to it, but it's infinitely deep, so that mathematically, like, it has a center, but that center is infinitely far away from the edge. But, like, what that means in practice is... How am I moving in the worst fucking way to not kill these guys? There you go. What that means in practice is that, from the outside, the only way that you can move in a straight line and not leave the horocycle is if you move in a straight line to the center. So if that makes sense. Like, there is a center to it, you're just never going to reach it. And if you ever change your angle by, like, an infinitesimal amount, you will be on a path to leave the horocycle. Like, the only way to keep moving in a straight line and not leave it is if you're heading straight towards the center, which you will never reach. Which, I think that does a fairly good job of describing what a horocycle is. Basically, if you come in at any angle that's not perfectly centered with it, like perfectly perpendicular from where you enter, you're going to make a curve that eventually just makes you leave the horocycle. That's horocycles. And it's similarly difficult to get to the center of just a regular circle in this game. Like I said, there is an area specifically designed around that called the Table of Camelot or whatever. I don't know the actual name, but basically, it's just a really big circle. It's a circle with radius like 40 or something. So it's a huge circle, and even in Euclidean space, you know, I mean, it would be easy, but it's still like a distance traveled, right? You still have to travel 40 tiles to get to the center. But in hyperbolic geometry, the path to get to the center of that circle is very, very difficult. Harder than you would imagine. Because any slight skew on your angle will just take you back outside, and you're gonna start walking in the opposite direction from the center. Which sounds very similar to horocycles. The only difference between a horocycle and a circle is that horocycles are infinite, and I don't know why. Like, that's the one thing that trips me up about horocycles, is I don't know why it's infinite. That's the only thing I'm missing. Like, I get the concept, I just don't get the execution. Like, I'm pretty sure that horocycles don't have a finite perimeter either. I'm pretty sure that they are just, like, very close to being a line, right? So I don't think you can walk all the way around a horocycle. But I'm not 100% on that. You might be able to walk around a horocycle and still have an infinite area, but that doesn't really add up to me. Just thinking about math. It would be very strange if it had a finite perimeter but an infinite area. I mean, I would believe it, just because, you know, hyperbolic geometry is weird, but... Oh, and there goes my boat. I have been to this area before. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan of it, though. Oh, he's gonna drown. Never mind, he's a genius. I'm dead. Yeah. Cool. Dude, I fucking... Any area that has water in it, fucking sign me off. I am so bad at pathing my way. Like, you can look at it as being the same thing as a wall. The difference is that typically enemies do not spawn inside walls, except for the ghosts in that one area. I mean, there's a lot of actual enemies that are in walls in this game. Fuck the water, though. I hate water areas. There you go. I have made a hot, hot area that the dogs will be distracted by. Alright, get me out of here. I got my 20 coins. My 20 doubloons. Good to know that fighting skills serve you well in this world. Couldn't agree more, buddy. I always unlock the Orb of Safety, and it never saves me. It never saves me, dude. Wait, isn't this, like, can't I... Useless in the land of eternal motion? What are you saying? It's 25, not 20! Fuck! I'm stupid. I misremembered the number. This whole time, I was like, why am I not finding orbs in other areas? It's because you need 25, not 20. Fuck. Alright, well, I will start picking up 25 things instead of 20. I knew there was a way to figure out how many you needed to pick up, but I got tripped up by the fact that the first run I did was on the wrong game mode. So I was looking at the menu and it wasn't telling me what I wanted. Because in that game mode, you just, like, collect a certain amount of things and it just gives you the orb as an item that you can use at any time. Like, every 10 treasures you pick up is just one orb in your inventory. Okay, this is a weird one. This is a very weird one. So this is the palace. Basically, it revolves around buttons that open and close doors. I don't really know if there's any rhyme or reason to what doors a button will open. I mean, in this area, it's pretty clear. I mean, maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just if it's close enough. But the enemies take 2 hits to kill, but when you hit them the first time, they're stunned and knocked back. And I think as you progress in the area, there's also enemies that take 3 hits to kill that start showing up. But this is one of the areas that you absolutely have to beat to unlock the area that has, like, the person you're trying to save. I say person because it's like an option in the game menu. You can either make it a princess or a prince, I think. Oh, well, by pushing that guy onto the button, I closed my way off. But I don't know. I left it on default, which is probably princess, because that seems pretty default. Oh, I'm dead. I didn't realize you can't kill that man. I should probably look at enemies before... this is what happens when you used to be good at something, and then you don't do it for, like, years. And then you're like, oh my god, this is my opportunity. I can show everyone how good I am at something. This is what happens. Alright, well at least I know I need to get 25 treasures now. That's gonna do big. That's gonna do me big. Big wonders. People are gonna be wondering why I haven't been doing that in the first place. But now that I'm going to actually start unlocking orbs that will show up in other places, I might actually have some degree of success. Not a lot. You know, I'm not expecting too much. Why are you standing still, buddy? Okay. I guess he just hadn't gotten a trail on my heat signal yet. I want this orb. Bada bam! Hot, hot tiles. Get away from me, dogs. I mean, that's just like a straight up pretty good tile. Like, if you're running away from a bunch of enemies and that tile exists, you can just run to it and it does a big AoE that kills everything around it. So while it might not seem that useful because its main thing is the fact that it generates heat, it is still good in other areas. Okay, there's too many enemies following me. And the problem is getting worse. I don't want to pick up more than 25. because it's going to make the area harder. But, like, does it tell you... Native to the icy land. I don't know. Does it tell you the likelihood of finding it in other areas? I think I need to go to another area, and it'll tell me the likelihood of finding it in that area. And that's how you discover it. Collect 25 diamond to unlock it. Nope, it's just, that's all it says. I think there's some place where you can learn that information. I don't know where. I'm pretty sure you can find that somewhere, though. Any enemies want to say hello? Thank you. What orb do you get for this area? Orb of Speed. That's actually a really good one. It just doubles your movement, so you take 2 turns for every 1 turn the enemy takes. But, ooh, is that? Oh, that's an Orb of Flash. I unlocked that. I earned that. Why did I stand still? Wasn't trying to, is the real answer. So, yeah, it's just the next time I attack, it'll be an AoE. So I can hold on to it, but it's kind of limited how long I can hold on to it. Because eventually I'm going to have to attack. I don't trust this. Okay, there you go. I shouldn't have gotten myself into that situation. But this is, it's an interesting one, this area. Like I said, it doesn't do the best at showcasing hyperbolic geometry. Maybe it does. Maybe there's something I'm missing here that would make this not work if it was Euclidean geometry. I feel like the concept would still be fine. Oh, this is one of my favorite areas, dude. Let me in here. This area is sick. So, how's this area work? This area is affected by gravity, basically. Also, it has new music from the last time I played the game. I can't climb up. Yeah, there you go. There's a ladder. But this area is very interesting for one reason in particular. Take note of the fact that I left an ink blob where I started, because one of the most interesting things about this area is the fact that it is actually very difficult to come down from this area in a way that doesn't put you back where you started. If that makes sense. Like, you can go up, and you can expand in whatever fucking direction you want to. You can go left as far as you want. You can go right as far as you want. As soon as you start heading back down, though, just because of the gravity aspect of this area, it slowly starts pulling you back in, so that you pretty much, without fail, always end up, unless you're going down in like a really far diagonal direction, unless you're basically intentionally going out of your way to not end up back where you started, you're going to end up back where you started. Which I think is pretty cool. Can't reach those ladders. You can go 1 up, but then I can't go any farther because technically that was a jump. But you can kill these, like, stone gargoyles to, like, make a staircase for you. Can I kill something? Yeah, okay, I can. Just making sure I could, Oh, actually, wait. Okay, good, you can. I was just testing. Making sure I could kill something while in the air like that. What orb do you get for here? Orb of Matter. I think that lets me make a tile somewhere. This orb allows one to temporarily create impassable matter, either to block paths or to build bridges across chasms and waters. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can I make this as a jump? I don't think so. And Oh, okay. No, I thought I was gonna block myself out there. I'm trying! I can't jump. I can jump this way, though. Yeah, that works. Like, this fucking platform I'm walking on, like, look at this, dude. Like, this is such a good demonstration of how hyperbolic geometry works. These tiles are 1 apart. You go up 3 tiles away. I guess this is 4 tiles away, technically. Look at how much distance was created in between. Like, that is so much. That's, like, one of the best demonstrations we've got about how the space works today. But it's really cool. It's a very cool game. Now it's getting denser. So I'm gonna start blocking myself in. A lot more enemies are spawning. There's the staircase strat I'm looking for. Please don't block me in, though. I beg of you, sir. Like, because of the way that things get smaller the farther away while you're looking at them, this amount of tiles did not look like that much distance. Like, similar for this. This does not look like that much distance, but when you're actually walking across it, you're like, holy shit. That's 12 tiles. That's actually pretty far. It's actually a bit of distance. I want to move this way. Sometimes it's not the easiest to click on where you're trying to click. There are, like, visual options that you can do to make the interface a little bit easier to manage. Like, if I wanted to, I could, there is an option that, like, clearly outlines the heptagons and hexagons. I don't think there are heptagons and hexagons in this area, though. I think it's just, like, how many are adjacent to this? That's 6. No, it is heptagons and hexagons. Like, I know they're shaped like rectangular objects, but it's still heptagons and hexagons. No, thank you. I would have gotten trapped there. I don't want to die before I start descending, though. Because that's the most interesting part of the area. Is being able to come back down and see that you're, like, right at the place where you started. So I might want to leave soon, because the area is kind of frightening me. That tends to happen the longer you stay in a zone. But they do let you build. Fucking stronger than a 10-year-old playing Fortnite. Because they make, like, blocks, once you kill one, you're usually fine, because it'll block off the other ones a little bit. No, dude, that's my treasure. Oops. I'm trying not to destroy the treasure. If at all possible. They're making it a little tricky. These dogs are also affected by gravity. As far as I'm aware. I would imagine they are, due to the fact that they are just dogs. But, like, you really have to get treasures on your way up, because, like I said, on your way down, you're only going to go through terrain that you've already seen. Wow, I really fucked myself on that path. So unless you, like, on purpose passed by a tile that had treasure on it, odds are you're not going to find any new treasures. Okay, I actually am frightened, though, because I'm one away. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I did pass by a treasure. But, like, just grab it. Just grab it and fucking go. That was a really bad idea, by the way, because if any enemy had come at me from the right side there, I would have been fucked. Okay, and now we start our descent. The descent is so much easier. Because I'm pretty sure the gargoyles only come at you from above you. So it's not like I'm going to come across any new gargoyles down here. Oh, look at that! I did walk past one. I'm not going to take it. Never mind, gargoyles can fucking show up wherever they want to. Okay, this dog has been following me the entire time. I'll just take care of him. Oh, do I really want to go all of this way? I guess so. Oops. They're making it hard on me. But you'll see, I'm passing by every location that I've already been to before. And I've even gone, like, different paths. Like, oh, fuck, I blocked my exit route there. Okay, this looks like the closest way. I hate this. There you go. Like, I've taken different paths to get to this point. It's not like I'm going the exact same route. But I am coming across every single, like, block that I've already made before. And I really would have been fine if I had, just gotten the last idol I needed on the way back down, due to how I'm having to navigate this. Okay. Might as well go this way. Like, it feels worth it to kill the enemies, but also, they just keep spawning. So maybe it's not. I just don't want to get trapped, you know? Deathly afraid. Like, it would be great if I could get to a situation where I can just block off whatever is above me, but I doubt that's going to come to pass. Hate this. There you go. Kind of worked. Oh, look at that, dude. Beautiful. I mostly blocked off everything over there. They can still spawn from any location off screen, but felt good. I really did leave a lot of these idols. Oops. I should be close at this point. I've gone a long distance. I know I went up a decent amount, but it's also interesting because of the way this area works that, you can't leave it without coming back down. Because, I mean, you know, gravity. And literally exactly where I started. I love it. I love it. Oh, I also think that by definition, that means I can't find another area. Like, the only area, like, this line goes infinitely, so if I keep following this line on the floor looking for a new area, I'm never gonna find it, because that would go against gravity. So, this area is entirely isolated. And I need to go back to this area. Which is good, because I never completed this area. I just got so excited by the gravity area. just because that's, like, a really cool demonstration of... You can feel like you've gone forever away, but... you're actually pretty close to where you started. And especially in that area, like, that area, because you have to move in a straight line, like, gravity forces you to go in a straight line perpendicular from the floor, right? That is a case where, due to gravity, you are drawn towards exactly where you started. Whereas, in most situations, it's almost impossible to go in an exact straight line. That area forces you to go in an exact straight line. Oh, nice. I unlocked the speed orb. Because, yeah, if you do go in a straight line, you will find yourself back where you started. But doing that without the help of gravity, basically impossible. Like, I went such a roundabout way, too. Like, without the help of gravity, I never would have found my... Oh, I got 26. I'm a failure. I made the game harder on myself. Without the help of gravity, I never would have found my way back to where I started, but... it made it quite easy for me. Alright, so you can see I've unlocked a lot of different areas. I don't know who you are, and I hate you. I would like you to go back whence you came. I think you turn these guys into floor tiles, yeah. That's what this area is. I'll pass on that. What areas do I have unlocked? A lot. I do have Minefield unlocked. Oops. Let's go in the crossroads until I find a minefield. Yendorian Forest is a sequel to the Gravity Place, which was called Ivory Tower. Basically, it's gravity, except it's also trees, so you have to climb trees. Which has its own spin. Okay, no mines next to me. No mines next to me. One mine next to me. Two mines next to me. Ooh. It's kind of hard to solve, because it's not like I can flag anything, right? But it does automatically flag when you stand on the tile, and there's only one possibility. But I know that that has to be safe. And, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, that's the nicest part about the area. I knew it wasn't that bad. The more of the treasure you collect, the more you can see whenever there's 0 tiles. Okay, that's next to 2. What is this? Orb of Speed? Yeah, I'll take it. Why wouldn't I? But it does jam, though. I feel like one of those eggs that I picked up was not just one treasure. Am I going crazy? Like, I feel like I have not picked up 7 eggs. Maybe I have, though. Whenever you kill these guys, it just makes a mine in the world, which is not that bad. It just makes things a little bit more complicated. What is this area? Vineyard. Slightly interesting area. I think there are some areas that you can only access because they're connected to other areas too, which has my interest. Because I think there's an area that I really like that's only found connected to vineyards. Vineyards. I might be wrong, though. I would even go so far as to say I am likely to be wrong. I'll explore the mines a bit more. Like, what do I get? I get an Orb of Friendship for this area? That's not bad. It says I need 36 to get it in it. What is this number? Is that my record? Is this, like, the most I've ever gotten in that area? That's probably what that is. I guess it kept that information through Steam Cloud Saves. Because I did just reinstall the game today. But I would say I've made enough progress on this run that I feel like no matter what happens, this is going to be the last one. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I would recommend those interested in the math to give it a shot. There we go. See, but because of the hyperbolic geometry, I can't solve this. Bummer. And I'm making it more complicated, too. I want that Orb of Friendship, dude. That's all I care about in this world. There you go. Okay, so this is safe. Yeah! Oh my god, it's a different kind of friend? Let's go! Normally when you get an Orb of Friendship, it's always like a little weird frog man. I'm not used to these birdmen. No. I am not sure I want to hit my friend. Why would you ever ask me that? I kind of want to leave this area now. Not feeling the safest. There you go. One of these two is bad. I'm glad we got back the Minesweeper after that humiliating display of me losing to the game options not working earlier. I can't trust that. I don't know. I don't know if these are always safe. I think they are. What I did was potentially risky there, but I think that those are always safe tiles. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I would believe it if someone told me that what I did was a stupid, dumb, bad mistake. But as you can see, because I've gotten more, now I automatically see a little bit more. Like, is that safe? That's safe. Don't even worry about it. That's safe. I can see more when I come across 0 tiles. You're next to 3? That seems highly unlikely. I just want to leave the area, man. I'm never finding my way out of here. Like I said, though, hyperbolic space means there is always a way of progressing. So it's not like you can really get stuck in the minefield. You're pretty much always okay to just walk in a different direction and be completely fine. I didn't want that. It's okay. 26 is not that bad. It's not going to increase the difficulty significantly more than 25 did. Like, I would like to go that way, but I don't want to solve the minefield. I just want to leave. I mean, my birds are helping me out. At least I've got that. Well, there you go. Look at that. Freebie. And I get another bird friend? What else could you ask for? Careful, bird. Careful. Getting a little rambunctious over there. No, stop trying to kill your friends. You know how I feel about that. Come on, surely I can find an escape route over here, right? Like, surely if I just keep going in this direction, I'll eventually just leave the minefield. I see an exit over here. God, I've got way too many friends. Problems of being a streamer. It's just like I'm too popular, you know? Really gets to you. I'm never fucking leaving this minefield, I guess. Yes, that is next to 2 already. Okay, good. So that does mean, since that automatically flagged, that does mean that items you find are always safe. I've got so many fucking birds, dude. That is not next to 2. It's actually kind of a fucking problem, though. Like, genuinely. The birds are making it kind of hard to move. Wait, does that mean that this is... I don't know. No. I don't want to hit my friend. Let's just go backwards a bit. How about that? Thanks to the fat 30, I'm uncovering a lot more safe tiles. God, every time I find a new area, it's walled off. Walled off with mines. So this has to be safe, I know that. No. I don't know where I'm going, man. Didn't necessarily expect that one to happen like that. But I'm glad it didn't kill me. Am I going fucking crazy, or is this not? Like, how did I come into this area? I feel like I'm losing it. I don't see where I came in from. I would love to leave in this direction. Oh, fuck. I think I'm dead. No, dude. No. Okay. Oh, God, thank God. So that is a mine, and that would have killed me. There's, like, intoxicating gas. Intoxicating is the word I was looking for the other day. I'm proud of myself. There's intoxicating gas that makes you move towards, the gas. No, dude. I'm dead? No, I can kill my... No, really? Dude, what a shitty situation. The combination of the fucking gas and the mines... I have no other option. I have to step on the mine. Yeah, I would love to step on the mine. Thank you. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Who knows if I'll ever play this game again. It's interesting. I probably will do it on a stream, but not anytime soon. It's just a fun thing to throw in there when I don't know what else to do. But that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry I didn't get to Grimrock. I need to talk about what I'm going to be doing the next few days, because the next few days are going to be very busy. It's I work tomorrow, and I have to get up at 8 a.m., which is significantly earlier than I normally get up. Next day, I have off, but it's Thanksgiving, so I'm not sure if I'm going to stream on that day. I might be busy all day, we'll see. I probably will be able to stream Thanksgiving, though. And then after that is Black Friday, which I'm probably going to be a tired wreck afterwards. But, next 3 days are going to be pretty busy, so hesitant. Maybe I'm going to be streaming on Thursday. Every other day is a toss-up, but don't expect much out of the upcoming 3 days. So that's it. Yeah, thank you. And who knows when I'll see you next, but thanks for hanging out.